Hello widget watchers, today we are going to see that how we can integrate Razorpay payment integration in the Flutter. So for adding the Razorpay we need to use this official Razorpay Flutter package in our application. So come into your code and here open the pubspec.yaml file, and scroll below here and add this dependency, then tap on this pub get option. Now close this and then come to the main.dart file. Now for adding the Razorpay in Flutter we need fulfill their few requirements, so let's quickly see that. So here I have opened the official documentation of Razorpay, and for using this payment gateway we need to create our API keys, and apart from this you can also follow the official documentation of adding Razorpay in Flutter. But wait, you don't need to that like others because you are a subscriber of Widget Wisdom, and on this channel we conjure so deeply that you don't need to read those docs. So here on the Razorpay platform create an account, or if you have one then just simply log in. So here I've already created my own test API keys, but I guess you don't have one. So for creating your own API key just click on this generate test key button, and it will generate a new key for you. And you can find this option on the dashboard page by tapping on this API keys option. Now this was it for the requirements. Now come back to our old black screen where we make the world bright. So here first come in this my home page class, and here first we need to create a variable of Razorpay class, for sending the payment request to the Razorpay server, and make add the late keyword to the variable, because we will initialize the variable in the init state method. Then here create the init state method. Then come inside this and here initialize the Razorpay variable, by calling the Razorpay class constructor. Then after that, we need to override the dispose method, and here we need to clear the Razorpay variable, by calling the clear method, because when the screen is disposed, then we need to clear the Razorpay variable. Now after all this we need to create separate methods for handling the payment success, payment error, and external wallet response. And we will create these methods because the app user must know that the payment is successful or not, and if there is any error then the user must know about that error. So come here and first create a method for handling the payment success, and here we will get the response of the type of payment success response. Now inside this method, we can do anything on payment success, like showing a dialog box, or navigate to another screen, or something else that makes sense for the user. Now after that, we need to create a method for handling the payment error, and here we will get the response of the payment error. This method will be called when there is any error in the payment process. So inside this method do the things that you want to do on payment error, like showing a dialog box, or navigate to another screen. Now after that, we need to create a method for handling the external wallet response, and here we will get the response of the external wallet. This method will be called when the user selects the external wallet for payment. So inside this method do the things that you want to do on external wallet response, like showing a dialog box, or navigate to another screen. Now all the above three methods are created. Now we need to call these methods in the init state method. So come inside the init method, and here we need to add the listeners for the payment success, payment error, and external wallet response. So here let's first add the listener for the payment success, by calling the on method on the Razorpay variable, and pass the Razorpay.event payment success as the first argument, and the handle payment success method as the second argument. Now do the same for the payment error and external wallet response, by calling the on method on the Razorpay variable, and pass the Razorpay.event payment error as the first argument, and the handle payment error method as the second argument. And by calling the on method on the Razorpay variable, and pass the Razorpay.event external wallet as the first argument, and the handle external wallet method as the second argument. Now these above three listeners will listen to the payment success, payment error, and external wallet response. And when the payment is successful, or there is any error, or the user selects the external wallet, then these methods will be called. Now we need to create a method for opening the checkout page. So the checkout page is the page where the user can enter the payment details, and make the payment. So for opening the checkout page, we need to create a method, and here we will call the open method on the Razorpay variable, and pass the necessary information to it. So here I've created this open checkout method. Now come inside this method, and here create a variable of options, and this options variable will contain the payment details, like the amount, name, description, contact, email, and other things. So here first we need to add the key, and this key is the key that we get from the Razorpay dashboard. Then here we need to add the amount, and this amount is the amount that the user needs to pay, and this amount should be in the smallest currency unit, like if the user needs to pay 20 rupees, then the amount should be 2000 paisa. Then here we need to add the name, and this name is the name of the product that the user needs to pay for. Then here we need to add the description, and this description is the description of the product that the user needs to pay for. Then here we need to add the pre-fill, and this pre-fill is the contact and email of the user, and this will be pre-filled in the payment form. So here we need to add the contact, and this contact is the contact number of the user. Then here we need to add the email, and this email is the email of the user. Now this was it for the options. Now we need to call the open method on the Razorpay variable, and pass the options as the argument. So here first add a try block, and inside this try block, call the open method on the Razorpay variable, and pass the options. Now here add a catch block, and inside this catch block, print the error. Now let's quickly create a button for opening the checkout page, so the user can click on this button and make the payment. So here create a elevated button, and inside this button, add the onPressed method, and call the open checkout method, then and add the child property, and inside this add the text widget, and pass the text as open Razorpay. Now save the code to check that everything is working fine or not. So here the app is installed. Now tap on this open Razorpay button, and we have some exception by which the Razorpay thing get closed, so let's quickly fix this. So I got the issue, I've added the wrong key, that is why the app is throwing exception. So now let's again run the code, and tap on this Razorpay button. Now the platform is opened, but I don't know why it is showing the login form. Let me quickly check what is the issue. So yeah, here we need to add some other phone number. So from here remove this 00 thing and add something else. Now again save the code, then tap on this button, and now the perfect thing is happened. Now let's do the payment of 20 rupees by using UPI, because everyone is huge fan of this method. Now the UPI page is open, so here let's enter any random UPI ID. It will work because we are in test mode. Now tap on this pay button and the payment is successful. So yeah, that was it for the basic implementation of Razorpay. Now if this video will have 15 comments, then I'll create a video of integrating PayPal in Flutter. So yeah, if you like this video then please give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to Widget Wisdom yet, then please do subscribe to us.